William Samoei Ruto has also been vocal lately, especially in the last few months, 1 or so months. He said, mambo ni matatu. Either you go to jail, you flee, you leave the country, or he kills you. You know, in as much as that is not so popular with a lot of people, I still think it's a direction that William Samoei Ruto has committed and is pointed towards the direction of hopefully being able to fight corruption. But today, what I would like to talk about is not mambo ni matatu, because as far as I'm concerned, in terms of corruption, that is almost zero, because he's trying a one-man show on a systemic, corrupt country and doing those kind of things that Daniel Toroitich arap Moi did and was not successful. I believe that is just political and is going nowhere, especially given the fact that Rigathi Gachagua, who was charged with stealing or corruptly receiving 200 million shillings, is back. Aisha Jumwa, you remember, is back. The guy who actually, the DPP, who said that he was under duress and what, is been given another job. So on the corruption end, I don't buy what William Samoei Ruto is selling. William Samoei Ruto similarly has worked on his affordable housing. He's been all over the place. It hasn't quite taken form yet, in my view. The thing that I want to talk about today is Raila Amolo Odinga and the issues of affordable housing and fertilizer. Raila Amolo Odinga said these few things.
Fanya hii. Tunatakikana pesa inatoka juu inakuja hapa chini kulingana na vile mamlaka imepewa huko chini. Kwa mfano, mambo ya kujenga manyumba kwa wananchi, affordable housing, ni kitu ambacho imegatuliwa. It's a devolved function. Leta pesa kutoka Nairobi, patie Simbarati ajenge na manyumba hapa. Mambo ya soko ni jukumu ya serikali ya county. Leta pesa kutoka juu, patie Simba ajenge masoko. Hapana, wewe unataka kujenga masoko au mpatie ya andeshi. Hapana. Hiyo ni kitu ambayo imegatuliwa. Leta pesa hapa chini. Mambo ya mbolea ya kilimo imegatuliwa. Agriculture is a devolved function. Peana pesa kwa serikali ya county wanunue nayo mbolea. Hapana sema sasa mimi nitandoa mbolea wapatie serikali hapa asigawanye. Hiyo anakuwa kusema tumeteremsha bei ya mbolea kutoka shilingi 6,000 kwa gunia, sasa imekuja 2,500. Hiyo mbolea wamepewa bora ya serikali ya Urusi.
In my view, Raila Amolo Odinga should leave the issue of affordable housing to the national government. He should not insist on that going to the counties so far. I would rather they run with it, because at the end of the day, what do we require? We want those affordable houses. We want them to be built. The thing that Raila Amolo Odinga should be talking about is that those affordable houses should be all over, in Kisumu, in Eldoret, in Kisii, in Homa Bay, in Nairobi, in Kiambu, in Ruiru, you know, all over the place. That I agree. But the issue of actually giving money to the governors of ODM or governors of Azimio so that they build those houses, that is selfish in my view, and I can tell you for sure that is corruption devolved to the counties. The interest of Raila Amolo Odinga is basically the contracting and not the delivery, because if it is a question of those units being built down there, then what William Samoei Ruto is doing is okay. In as far as fertilizer is concerned, similarly, William Samoei Ruto has done it very well. I can tell you that for sure. And this politics of Nyanza and the Azimio regions that the fertilizer is not working, sijui the fertilizer is what, the fertilizer is this, the fertilizer is that, I assure you that is politics. Instead, Raila Amolo Odinga and ODM zones or governors and MPs, generally speaking, should actually promote and support farmers with that fertilizer, wherever it's coming from. If it's coming from William Samoei Ruto, so be it. We don't care. If it's coming at the right place, let William Samoei Ruto do the fertilizer thing. Let William Samoei Ruto handle the affordable housing. As a matter of fact, Raila Amolo Odinga should concentrate on issues corruption that William Samoei Ruto has failed in, and not the programs that seem to be working so far. I'm sure the next thing that Raila will be asking for is the Hustler Fund, that it has to be devolved and sent to the counties. Raila should focus, and Azimio and ODM, they should focus on the weaknesses of William Samoei Ruto, and not those things that William Samoei Ruto has come up with, and they are so far so good. They should support those programs and let the fertilizer go down to the farmers. That is what matters, and at the right price. NCPB is a body that is owned by government, and the deal is actually open for scrutiny. And if there are faults and problems and theft and what, there's an audit trail. So Raila Amolo Odinga should leave William Samoei Ruto to do his work in terms of the fertilizer. And he should also encourage farmers, especially those from Azimio ODM areas, through the governors and MPs, to buy the fertilizer, because it's good fertilizer. He should also leave the affordable housing program to William Samoei Ruto. But what do you think? Do you think Raila Amolo Odinga should let William Samoei Ruto run with the programs that appear to be working? Thank you very much for tuning in. Welcome to Talk to Africa. My name